Hey Utah parents, I wanted to hop on real quick and tell you guys a little bit of a story about my very first caucus night and kind of what I thought. And if you're going to your first caucus night on Tuesday, that is the best thing ever. And I'm super excited for you. And here's what to expect. So I lived outside of Utah for about 9 years. I lived in Massachusetts, Texas, and Ohio. And during that time, I had a lot of great experiences in politics and learning about how different states do things politically. And I was so excited to move back to Utah. I really became grateful for Utah politics and the way our state is run. We bought our house, we moved in, and then the first caucus night came up. And I saw it advertised in my neighborhood group. I had a neighbor who mentioned it to me because she knew I was politically engaged. And she's like, you have to come to caucus. So my husband and I asked where it was, and someone told us it was at our local elementary school, but I will post a link where you can look up where your caucus is. I didn't know anything about precincts. I didn't know anything about the process. I just knew that if I wanted to be involved, I should go to my caucus. So we got to the school, we got there, it started at 7, we got there around 6:45. It was a little chaotic, because all these people are coming and parking, so I would recommend getting there a little early, like 6:15, 6:30. And then they check your registration. So you need to be a registered voter in the caucus you're attending, whether it's Republican or Democrat. And so they checked our voter registration. And they told us what our precinct was. We got a little number of our precinct. And then we went into the gym. And there in the gym, we sat with all of our neighbors. And it was so great. I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, all of these people around me are involved in politics or engaged in politics or care about these issues. And I felt immediately just like excited to see them and be involved with that. And so that's the first thing that's really cool about the caucus is you get to see who else is engaged. And I would take a little notebook and write down some names, gather some information so that later as you are continuing to work on issues and candidates, you have other people that you can reach out to in the Republican Party or Democrat Party, whatever party you're in, that you're attending caucus, that you can reach out to. And you guys can share thoughts and share ideas on candidates and share resources. You can share that you're a part of Utah Parents United with your neighbors and friends that you find are also involved. That was really fun to meet all my neighbors. And there they did a little introduction of the party platform. So the whole point of caucus is that you're doing the party platform. There's my hubby, I'm doing it live. They're going to read all about the party platform. So they had someone read about the Republican Party so that you can understand what it is that you're a part of. And then after that announcement, they broke us into rooms. And we were in a school. So we went with our precinct, found a classroom, and then we gathered there in the classroom with our precinct. Now, the person who ran our precinct was our precinct chair. And this is a person that's voted on at caucus night. And their job is to basically organize your little neighborhood precinct. And they are nominated and they run the paperwork and they tally the votes and they kind of run the meeting. And so you'll meet your precinct chair at caucus night, and then you'll go to your room, and then they will have the little process that you're going to fill out. They have a packet that they get from the party person, and they will talk about what the next step is. And the next steps are voting for all of the positions in your precinct. Precinct chair organizes it. Then there's like a secretary person as well that helps with things. And then you have your delegates. What the delegates do is they listen to the people in the room talk about issues and talk about things. And then you nominate a person to be the delegate to represent the communal views of your little precinct. So we had one gentleman got up in front and he's like, I've been the delegate before and this is what I believe. These are my political views. This is where I align with the party. This is what I really care about. This is what I'm seeing in politics, and I will vote for candidates that reflect those views. And then you have another person that's nominated to be a delegate. Hopefully you have a couple of different people, and they stand up and they'll talk about what their political views are. And then you get a fill for the different candidates, and then you vote on your delegate. And there's a county delegate and a state delegate. And collectively as a neighborhood, you will elect your county delegate. They vote on the public offices and races, and this is at the county convention, all right? For the county mayor in some counties, county council members in some counties, it depends on your form of governor, county commissioners in some counties, the county attorney, the county clerk, the county auditor, the county sheriff, the county assessor, the surveyor, the treasurer, the county recorder, state school board representatives, state senators, and state representatives. So that's your senators and your House representatives. If you want to be able to participate in convention and vote on those things, you'll be a county delegate, or you'll vote for county delegate. And then the other position is the state delegate. They vote on the state positions. For example, on the President of the United States, the U.S. Senate, U.S. House of Representatives, state governor, lieutenant governor, state attorney general, state auditor, state treasurer, state school board, state senators, and state representatives. So you can be nominated or nominate yourself to be a county delegate or a state delegate. So I got to be involved in this process. I did my little voting, and then there's also the different chair positions. That's just a little idea for you guys of what it's like to go to your caucus meeting. And the Republican caucus is on Tuesday, March 8th, and it is at 7 p.m. So show up a little early so you can get registered, and then you get the opportunity to go and be involved in this process. So I hope that everyone will attend, and please consider running as a delegate. Being a delegate is the best way to ensure that the candidates that you support and represent your voice are on the ballot. Good luck, everybody, and we'll see you all on Tuesday.